This message is for NATO countries, Russia, China, and all the white countries, the people with the mark of the beast in the Western countries, and all the white countries. The heavens have confirmed you have yielded to put an end to evil. The Leviathan that you saw in the sea, I swear by the seven realms and the seven seals of the seven kingdoms, that my son Enki and Enlil, Gavin, that nothing, no harm will come to you. But this have happened before in the days of Rome. And the time that happened, evil was reborn. The evil that was reborn in the name of the slaves in Africa. We brought them to your country. They showed you how their slave masters, their chiefs was parasiting their citizens to sell them to slavery. If you are an African American and you blame white people that they are responsible for putting you in shackles, it is not true. It is the chiefs in Africa. Those who came to Africa first, they were missionaries. They came to preach the gospel. I was there. I've lived within this realm for long to guide the humans to be enlightened. They came to spread Christianity. So the time they came in, they came with weapons. And through the discussion of communicating with the chiefs, one of them said he's a farmer, but he have stopped because it's a hard work. But in Africa, they do more hard work. So that man was called, in their shanties, that man was called Kodjom Piani. He was a good friend of mine. So that time we were using tender stone for farming. So the white people told them they have better plows and machines. So if you can use the tender stone to farm, then you are a strong person. It was called Nyame Kuma. I don't want to go further. So he told the white person if he give him some of the things he brought, he would deploy people to go and work on his farm for him. So the first slaves that was sent to the West, they never knew they were slaves. We didn't place them in shackles. Africa is controlled by witches, the people with mark of the beast. And the people with mark of the beast, there is one uniform character about them. They are descendants of Jacob, who nailed 7 times to Esau. And when you follow Jacob, he envied his brother and used food to trade his brother's blessing. He envied his brother from the womb. He nailed 7 times to Esau in the book of Genesis chapter 33 verse 3 to 10. That same way, he gave birth to a son who have the star bright. He was Governor Pani and Joseph. His son too, his children nailed to him. So that legacy followed. In Africa, why is it followed like that? In African witchcraft, they repeat the act. Let's say if someone is hunting you, and the person that is hunting you died. When he died, his children will inherit him. And the same witchcraft game they played on you, the same thing will be played on your children. So that is what happened. So what happened was, after that, we took them to Portugal. Some were sent to Rome to start tomato plantation. And they came back to tell their chief that place is better. They live good, their settlement is look like heaven. So they should go and see. So that chief too came to the West as friend. So later on that more churches was coming. The other chiefs who were not friends to the chief that we went to see started bringing their people to gain friendship with the white people. Let me give you an example. Me, the aliens are on Earth because of me. People with mark of the beast are not invited in whatever I'm doing. But they have dog witches, goat witches, who are uninvited, playing major role as if I'm the one who have assigned them. The same thing happened in the time of slavery. So, the time they were selling certain sales, the other towns from Achim, Akufo-Addo's family was the main hotspot that civilization in Ghana, Africa began. They were never enslaved before because they were the first friends to the West. They started speaking English in Africa. I was there upon the sands. I know what I'm saying. So what happened next was every tribe was bringing people. At first, they were not in shackles. So the more that they worked, it came to a point that everyone wanted to bring better men. So this tribe, their men are not stronger because the Western people need strong men. So if the Northern people are strong, their Akans will go and enslave them. In the North, I was there. We were having round stones. They put chains on it. So the first shackles that was made for slavery in Africa was made by the Achim and the Akans. We enslaved the Northern people who were living in Gabon. The Gabon people too came before the Ashantis. In the ancient days, there was no technology, but they were using witchcraft. The moment you come on their territory, they will know someone have come there. So they enslaved the Northern people. They were having rocks round. It's there until now. Paga and South those areas and Northern countries, they were having rocks, round rocks. They put chains on it to chain the slave there. So all of them was chained and sent to the ship. So the time they realized it was not the white people, but somebody want to use them to get fame and favor from the white, they started misbehaving and slavery turned by force. Whereby one cap. So it's the African chiefs who were selling the slave to the white people. So it came to a time everybody needed a farm, railway line, Biggerbet, Rockefeller and the rest. Rockefeller's steel pipe that he started constructing, everything was done by blacks. Because the blacks, they were hard-working people. You know white people, when they stand in the sun for a time, the sun will burn their skin red. Black person too, you are like that. But because of your skin color, let's say I am wearing white clothes. If I put oil on it, it will show, everybody will see. But if I'm wearing black and I put oil on it, nobody will see because of the black color. Black skin too stain worse than the white. And because of the black melanin on the surface, no one will see. That is the truth. We are all the same. So what happened next was everybody was bringing slaves to sell them, to get the things somebody have because of envy. God, the Achim people were having relics of the West. Even wagon, the royal wagon, where they were having some. So they were giving them gold. Okay, use gold to prepare wagon for me. The Achim people, they were having a golden wagon. The one the Queen Elizabeth was using, they too were having some. They gave the gold that, okay, use this gold. What amount of gold do you need? Prepare a wagon, give me some, and take some. And take these slaves. So it became a public thing. In Africa, everybody learned. And the chiefs who were not friends to the white people were selling their citizens. That brought slavery. That is the truth and nothing but the truth. It is not the whites who intentionally. Slavery was there long time ago. But in Africa, slavery, that is how it started.